You've downgraded the UK's growth forecasts quite sharply and given a range of explanations from higher tariff barriers to more domestic issues like cost of living pressures. Out of those, so the global challenges versus the domestic challenges, which one is weighing more heavily on the UK's growth forecasts?
So the tariffs are playing a role, as they are in most countries, and uncertainty is also playing a role, as it is in all countries. And it's weighing down on growth in the UK. But there are some UK-specific factors, and I would say that in terms of the 0.5 percentage point downward revision that we're seeing for the UK, the domestic factors are probably the biggest ones. And in particular, there is a lower carryover from weaker growth in the second half of last year. There is also some tightening of financial conditions as interest rates have risen, longer-term interest rates. On inflation, the revision in inflation in the UK is coming from, again, from domestic factors, and in particular, some change in regulated energy prices. So that's expected to be temporary, but it's also very UK-specific. The effect of the tariffs on countries like the UK, like it is on the EU or China, is like a negative demand shock. It's weakening activity, but it's also lowering price pressures, not increasing them. Now, what is the impact of the tariffs in the medium and long term? And not just what's going to happen this year or next, but what's going to happen longer term. Our assessment is that it's going to be negative. We have a box in our report that looks at the long-term impact of the tariffs if they're maintained, and it is negative for all regions, just like the short-term impact. So we're seeing a negative impact in the short term, in the medium term, in the long term. Again, there are nuances. Some countries might benefit depending on the particular configuration of tariffs, might benefit from some trade diversion, but the broad picture is it's negative for the outlook. Now, and I will end with that, our forecast for 2025 is slightly higher than OBR's forecast. Some of this has to do with some of the underlying monetary policy assumptions. For the UK, the bank, our assumptions for this year is that there are going to be 4 cuts through the year. 1 cut already happened. We expect 3 more.